It was you.
Oh, don't look at me like that.
You kidnapped my little girl.
No, I keep telling you that it's not kidnapping because she's my child.
You took her, and I was worried to death over her.
I was mad at you. I was out of my mind.
Stay away from me.
Look, I come back from the dead, right? Probably because I was thinking about you. I get here, and I see you and Thornhart making it on the floor. It was like being shot and thrown over a cliff all over again.
Oh, and that made taking Star made it easier that way?
Well, I brought her back. That's got to mean something.
What's this supposed to mean, Todd? What do you want it to mean?
It was a mistake. Look, she's my child. Well, you got to know that Star was safe all that time, right? You've seen me with her. I'm not going to hurt her. I'm not going to let anybody hurt her. Wait to come back here.
Let go.
No. Not until you listen to me.
Andy, when I found you, you said Carlo. Did he do this to you?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Antonio, come on. From the look on your face, it looks like you're the one who got knocked out, except for I'm the one with the headache.
Lucky that's all you got.
So she's gonna be all right then.
Well, any head trauma is serious, and she was unconscious for quite a while, but I'd say, yep, she's gonna make it out of the woods.
Yeah, my thick skull finally paid off. Oh, come on, Tony, I'm gonna be fine.
I'm the one that put you here.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? Did you just admit that you did this to my sister?
Annulment papers. He can't do this to me.
I think he just did.
I am Mrs. Carlo Hesser, not some write-off. Now, you are the top lawyer in this country. Do something with this. Carlo, listen to me.
Yes, Madam Mayor.
I love you. I have always loved you.
Is that why you lied about carrying my child?
Darling, you thought you were dying of a terminal illness and having a son was your dying wish. I was simply trying to grant that for you because I wanted to make you happy. That's all I cared about. I still want to make you happy.
And turn around and walk away.
Carlo, please don't do this to us. Together, we're invincible. But apart, we're bound to fail. Don't make that happen. Please. Don't annul our marriage.
There is no marriage. It doesn't exist. That's what an annulment is about. I am having such fun.
Well, you're a regular party animal.
I didn't know Alex would be here. No. I didn't expect it. I'm having such a good time, I might even change my mind about leaving.
But Bo Buchanan has that computer disk tying you to the Man of 21. And with that, I'm sure he can get you a regular Statesville zip code. So like the old song says, you better hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more.
Your concern about my leaving untimely like this is very touching. But I know it's tainted by your lust to take over my franchise after I'm gone.
Oh, Carlo, trouble is trouble.
Yes, except in this instance, these financial records are in Marty Saybrook's brain.
Really?
Yes. Memories are very vulnerable, RJ. The disc melted, right? Well, suppose Marty Saybrook's cranial circuitry had a total system failure. Just like that.
So I can start recopying some of that information now if you want.
I don't like being exposed like this. On the open. I think we ought to wait for that squad car back at the boat.
What was that?
What?
Like Carlo's having a jolly good time.
Yes, isn't that splendid? But he's got big problems. Marty's telling Bo right now what she deciphered from the computer disk.
Good. Then he just won't be laughing it up much longer.
No, I look forward to seeing him in a cramped little cell. Where's Rachel? I haven't seen her.
Well, that's because she left.
When? To the point, why?
Take a guess.
I wish I couldn't. Drew.
Better known as Mr. Disappointment.
Why did he lie to us? Why did he lie to all of us about his mother being dead? I mean, it just couldn't have all been for money, could it?
Well, Nora, you tell me, and then we'll both know.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna head out, okay?
No, you can't do that.
I'm just not feeling that well.
Oh, translation, Rachel has left the building.
Look, so what? That doesn't mean you can't have a good time. Maybe, dance with the Melador woman?
Yo, listen. Come on, just drop it, all right? Maybe this party's for needy kids, but I'm not one of them.
Hey, not so fast. Your father ditched me to go deal with some police business, and now I have the time to deal with you.
Good evening.
Can I ask you something? Does your brow ever cramp up from all that furrowing?
I was just fantasizing about writing good old Carlo's obituary. He died a brutal death, and everybody was
Kevin,
happy.
Don't even think it. I'm serious.
Okay. He's just blowing off steam.
Hi, excuse me, Clint. Please tell me, have you seen Asa?
Not lately. Excuse me, Vicky.
Sure.
Why? What's the problem?
I have a feeling that Asa is planning to give Carlo a Texas payback. You know, the kind that features a bullet.
You mean he's carrying a gun?
Yes, and I could not get him to listen to me.
Well, we better find him pronto.
Just who do you think
Max,
you are?
it wasn't
You think
his
just
fault.
because you're one of Carlo Hesser's stooges, you can get away with this?
Come on, pull it. Pull it.
Let's get out of here. Max, back.
No, I don't
Damn
think
it,
I
it was
do.
Carlo.
Now stop it. Oh, yeah, but he still works for
Max,
us.
come on. This is a hospital. At least have respect for the patients here, all right? What do I have to do? Order sedation all around for you guys? Or can I safely go get Dr. Sakala from neurology for Andy? I'm sorry. Sorry, Larry.
Well, Carlos strikes again, huh?
So what happened?
Well, I went over to Antonio's apartment because I was going to ask him something, and when I went in, Carlo was there. He was waiting for you to meet him.
It's not true.
Yeah, well, I knew something was up, so I pulled my gun. I tried to get him to go down to the station to talk about this illegal entry.
Wait, you tried to bust Carlo Hesser for trespassing?
No, that's the problem. See, I knew that he wasn't going to put his hands out for me to cuff him voluntarily, so I had my gun on him and to get him to go down to the station for Bo to work it out. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground coming to, and you were there.
I gotta make a call.
To who? Hesser?
Max.
Listen, you tell him he's gonna see me real soon and it won't be in his dreams.
What are you gonna do, Todd? Rape me?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Do I? I don't know anything about you anymore. For weeks, I thought it was Carlo that took Star, but no, it was you. My own husband.
Look, just let me talk to you for
Why?
1 second, because I can explain this.
What are you gonna explain, Todd? How empty Star's crib was, those nightmares, the hell that I went through, the hopelessness? No, I think I know all I need to know.
Blair! Blair! Blair!
My God, he's been hurt really bad.
Oh!
Okay, here, call 911 on his phone. His phone's in his jacket. Oh my God, he's been shot. It's really bad.
Look, you taking some work? There's the paper down there.
Put his legs up for me. Get his legs up. I need his legs elevated. Okay. All right. Hey, you're gonna be fine, okay? You're gonna be fine. Just hold on there. Hold on there, okay? That's all right. Hold on, okay? All right, we're gonna get help for you, right? There we go. Okay, you're gonna be fine.
Come on, Bo. Come on. Damn it.
Great man not home?
I wasn't calling Carlo, Mommy.
Tonio, tell me what's going on.
I can't right now.
Please. It's enough. You have to talk to me. I can't live my life watching you involved with all this violence and not knowing why or when it's going to stop.
I'm trying to figure out what's happening myself. It's just everything's moving so fast. I'm sorry, Mommy. I promise this will all be over real soon.
Did you keep out?
No. I want to talk to Antonio alone.
Maybe your head got rattled a little harder than you think.
Hey, Max, don't you want to call Al and let him know that his Aunt Andy's okay? I'll go with you.
Can I get you anything?
I'm fine, thanks.
I should have seen this coming.
Come on, there's been enough head banging around here tonight without you beating yourself up.
Do you remember that night in North Carolina when I told you? The night Carlo trapped Max and Maggie in that cave. I knew from the moment I signed on with Carlo that something nasty like this was gonna happen.
I remember.
Well, here you are, in the emergency room. And it could have been a lot worse. Everything just blew up right in my face in spite of everything I did.
In spite of... And Antonio, what exactly have you been doing?
Well, this would taste a lot better if you hadn't told me there was bad news. Where's Cord?
On the stern.
On the stern. My goodness, how nautical. Yes, but considering he is the captain of Buchanan Enterprises, that sinking ship, it's somehow appropriate, isn't it? I was delighted to see that Buchanan stock had once again submerged on the market this morning.
It'll probably do the same tomorrow.
Well then, you're finally doing what I wanted you to do right from the beginning.
Yes, as Cord Roberts' executive assistant, Cameron Wallace. But now he also knows that I am Olivia, a so-called wood nymph, thanks to your niece and her boyfriend.
Oh, come on, Cameron. You had to know that he was bound to find out. After all, Joe is his half-brother.
Yes, of course, but I thought the job would be done by then and I'd be long gone. But I still think that Cord believes me to be a little more multifaceted than two-faced. But this one's a little too close for comfort for me. The man's no fool.
This annulment appears to be binding.
Then unbind it. I know that Todd Manning is paying your legal fees, so God knows you have enough money.
You didn't let me finish. Cracked tougher illegal nuts than this before. Will take some work. Well, I gotta get back to my hotel and start as soon as possible.
Mr. Daly, I'm Cassie Carpenter. I'm from the Banner. I was wondering if I could arrange for an interview.
Perhaps. Call me in the morning. Staying at the Palace Hotel.
Don't even ask. You know that the Sun is my paper of choice. Blair, could I please borrow your microphone?
Do whatever you want.
I have to make... Blair, honey, what is it? You look awful. You're so pale. What? Tell me what's going on. What did he do? Star. What about Star? Come on. Talk slowly. Just calm down, sweetie. Tell me what it is. Dr. Star. He couldn't take Star. I mean, Star's at home with an... Kidnapping? Todd is the one who kidnapped me? And then he left you to think... Oh, Blair.
I gotta go get to her.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I'll take you to her, okay? And then I'll take both of you to my house for the night. No, never mind. Forever if necessary.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Antonio, I asked you a question.
Would you just stop playing cop and try to get some rest?
Look, you said you figured something bad would happen to me in spite of everything you did. I need to know what you meant by that.
It was nothing. Look, I gotta go.
Antonio, wait.
Andy, I gotta do something. Andy, let me go.
I've been finding that really hard to do.
Do you want to know where I'm going? I'm gonna make sure Carlo never hurts you. Or anybody again.
Antonio, wait! Carlotta! Carlotta!
Oh, you want me to get Dr. Warner?
Antonio just took off. I think he went after Carlo. You've got to stop him.
You know, I've heard that when a person won't make eye contact, it's because they have nothing to say, or an awful lot. You don't seem like the empty-headed type.
I just don't feel like talking right now.
Yeah, no fooling.
Yeah, well, try me again when I'm not going crazy.
Okay, gotcha.
Jig's up, Pa. Hand it over.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Asa, don't play the crap cowboy with us.
I hear you're carrying a gun.
Oh, give me a break. And I'm going to carry a gun with all these people around, please.
Best up, hotshot. Where did you stash it?
May I have your attention, please?
Now, what is that tramp up to?
Thank you. I stand before you accused of high crimes and misdemeanors. The press has been unrelenting in their criticism. Indeed, there have been frank
and open conversations with the police at my insistence. But let me assure you, once and for all, that the charges against me are completely and utterly false. And I will fight the good fight, and I will be exonerated. I have a dream for Llanview, for a kinder, gentler Llanview, that there will be 1,000 points of light that will illuminate a bridge to the future. And until I am vindicated, I will pursue justice for myself and for all of the other citizens of this fine city. Thank you very much.
If you're looking for your lovely wife, I believe she just made a hasty retreat through that door.
Where's the ambulance?
Away.
You better hurry.
Go.
I'm not so sure it will. I think you better find Nora.
I will.
Hurry! All right. Bleeding, stop! Hold on there. Okay, stay with me. All right? You'll be fine.
Hey, arrest him! What's going on here? I don't want to kill anybody. Now, nobody's going to kill anybody here, all right? Put your hands off. What's going on here? Just talk to me. Did he do something to you? Everybody in the joint just saw Blair take off like she was on fire. Is that part of the problem?
That's none of your business.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Manning. Assault and attempted murder is my business. So unless you want to deal with me in the courtroom again, I suggest you let the law take care of Carlo Hess.
The law can't take care of Carlo Hess.
I said fool it. So you just back off, and I mean
it. Nora?
Hi.
I need to talk to you.
Why? What's wrong?
Not here. We need to get off the ship.
Why?
I'll explain on the way. Come on, please.
Hey, what's going on? Where's Bo?
He's outside. Come on.
Hey. What was all that stuff with Nora?
I'm gonna go find out.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, Alex.
Yes.
That was a really wonderful speech, but I was hoping for something a little more profound, like give me liberty or give me an early retirement.
You're saying you think I should step down from my mayoralty?
At least until the investigation's over.
No way.
Why? Because you're above the law?
No. Because I haven't done anything to break it.
Well, then I would think you'd want to get that message to as many doubting constituents as possible. Now, the Sun only reaches a couple of them. The Banner reaches a whole lot.
Want me to my limo? I feel an interview coming on.
It's all right. It's all right. No matter what, I will always be here for you.
Now, there is something you don't see every day. Dory and Laura being hugged by anyone.
What's going on? Cassie, are you with Kevin? You mean regarding the interview?
We're doing an interview?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'm with Kevin. Yes, I am.
Well, let's concentrate on me, shall we? I'm sure that whatever is going on over there is of little importance compared to my plans to revitalize the community.
And not to mention the inside scoop you are going to give us, right, Alex?
Well, that depends. Follow me to my limo. Oh.
Thank you. Oh, don't thank me. Do you know how much I love you? I will always be here for you, no matter what, your family. One of my Kramer women.
I gotta go
get this started.
Of course. On the way, you can tell me what else your hideous husband has been up to.
Claire, listen.
Don't you take one step
Claire,
towards
I need to talk to you just for one
She
second.
isn't talking to you, Todd.
Look, I am not stupid and I'm not crazy. I know I did the wrong thing. I know that.
The wrong thing, Todd. We're not talking about using a dessert fork to eat the salad, for crying out loud. We're talking about kidnapping here, okay? This is a criminal offense. A federal.
Shut up, will you?
Oh, yeah, sure. We're not supposed to just be quiet.
Don, I am taking Star with me, and I'm going to Dorian's.
No, that's the last place you should go. We'll never be able to talk this through there.
This is nothing that you sit down and chat about, Todd, okay? This is something you tell to lawyers.
Let's just
the
go.
district
Claire,
attorney, as a matter
but
of...
stop, listen to me. Look, I need you.
What you need is a therapist and some major psychopharmacology.
Claire, you know that I mean, you know how I... Well, don't do this!
You should have said that to yourself when you were standing over Star's crib that night. I couldn't stop him.
Oh, great.
He just drove off like a wild man.
Well, that's it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I wonder the same thing. What are you doing?
No. You
Hey,
don't make it worse.
Antonio took off after Carlo. I gotta find him.
Oh, maybe he's not such a bad guy
Would
after
you
all.
please tell the nurse to get my things?
No.
Andy, no. People with rubber legs don't go out for a walk. They go right back flat on the gurney, which is where you're going.
Once I agree with you, brother. You need to rest.
No way.
No, that's it. You're staying
I'm
put.
going.
That's it. No, you're not, because I'm going.
You know, I don't usually go along with Pa on anything, but I got to admit that letting Todd give Carla the coup de grace wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, Clint, not you too.
Well, a Hesserless land would be kinder and gentler.
Speaking of Hesser, where is he?
I don't know. Where'd Pa get off to?
Oh, my God, Asa, please don't do this to me.
Boy, if stringing people along with the only qualification for holding office actually could be mayor anywhere, who wants an exclusive on the Renaissance of Piano Palomino?
No mention of her indictment or Carl.
Well, she's consistent. Give her that.
Did you see how awful Blair looked?
Todd wasn't exactly radiant either. My mother's probably holding his hand somewhere right now or something.
And my mother's probably whisked Blair away by now, but what I want to know is what Carlo did to tick Todd off that badly.
Why don't we go find out?
How?
Pay a little visit to the Manning statement.
Like we went to the morgue to find out about Durbin's autopsy report? I don't think so.
Whatever happened between Todd and Blair happened not up here. It happened down there where the story is.
I don't know.
Come on. Maybe we'll get some bonus info on Alex, like what she's holding back to feed the son. Maybe Todd has something hidden down there.
You think so?
Anything is possible. Something happened down there.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, good. You go to the stateroom, and I'll make sure Todd doesn't.
Okay.
What's happened? What's wrong? I'm your sister. Talk to me, please.
It's over.
What's over? You're talking about Blair. If you are, you know she loves you.
Not anymore.
She sang a love song to you not a half an hour ago. I saw the look on her face when she was dancing with you. That kind of a connection doesn't just vanish in a matter of minutes.
It does. Party's over. kick your butt down the gangplank? Don't move! Come on, I'm serious!
Stay with me. You're going to be fine. I'm going to get you out of here in a second. You'll be just fine. Oh, my God. No. No, he's not dead. But I gotta be honest with you, Nora, he's not doing very well. Okay? Oh. Sweetheart. What was it? Nora. Oh, God, sweetheart. Please stop moving around. Okay? No, Mom. Oh, God, don't leave me. I need you so badly. Please don't leave me. Please.
Ambulance is on his way.
All right, who's this?
That's a piece of filth who pulled the trigger.
He feels cold. Give me your jacket. Put it on. Thank you. Sergeant, the ambulance is going to be here any second. Do you hear that? Okay? The ambulance is going to be here. Please hang in there. Just hang in there. It's going to be fine.
I'll take care of this one.
Patrick? Patrick, where are you going?
About that job that shows us got fight.
No, he's not wearing his vest. Get here fast.
Unit responded to 783 on shot fight. Into position.
Who are they working on?
Bo.
What?
Yeah. And that's the piece of skunk who shot him. Friend of yours?
Never saw him.
Never, huh? Always thought Hessler's boys were buddies.
Yeah, well, I've never seen this guy in my life, and I don't exactly keep a tab on Hessler's employees.
How's the commissioner doing?
He's in good hands. But you're gonna have to get an ambulance for this one here. And book him. Murder 1.
Yes, sir.
No more, Carlo. No more.
Ah, nuts. Looks like the floor show was over. Want to split?
Yeah. Are all of Landview's parties this, theatrical?
Nah. You kidding me? Most of our flings, they pass out programs and do curtain calls. You look like you're having fun.
Yeah, well, I'm relieved. I was pretty worried before. You know, Joey and Kelly bringing up my deep, dark, secret past as Olivia. Not that a middle name was much of a secret, but you seemed upset about it, and the last thing I want to do is hurt our working relationship.
It doesn't make any difference to me if you've got a dozen different names. As long as all 12 of you are dedicated to turning Buchanan Enterprises around. Because I got to tell you something. If we can't do it, we're all going to be looking for new jobs.
Maybe Paul left.
Not a chance, Clint. I know Asa better than that. He's here somewhere. and he's got a gun.
Where is Hazard?
Who wants to know?
Man is gonna send you back to hell.
Oh.
How to kill you right here and right now.
Oh, you heard him. You are all witnesses to how he just threatened me.
Fred. It's a promise.
I am having such a good time this evening. Antonia must be detained. I'm going to go out and get some fresh air. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The incomparable Landview skyline. At night. I do live with the warmest of feelings. After all, I do have Ace's 30 million. As for Patrick Thornhart, after his outburst just now, poor Winsome Marty must have had total system failure after all. But then again, Kevin Buchanan is still alive. But one must have something to look forward to. Like the surprise Antonio Vega has in store. It's been a wonderful trip. And what a splendid way to end. And Alex, well, we were so close. So, farewell, Landview, and thank you. At least until the next time.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Oh, okay.
Where are you headed? Worker Woods.
We're going home. Can we give you guys a lift?
No, thank you. Actually, we're fine.
Good. All
Has
right, well.
anyone seen Asa?
Oh, why? What's the matter? Well, we need to find him. And I'd appreciate your help in tracking him down before he pulls some damn fool stunt.
Hey!